Hi friends, this is Pankaj here and welcome to my channel Design Monk. Today we are going to discuss the differences between Illustrator and Affinity Designer so that we can find a reason to switch to Affinity Designer. First thing I would like to mention about Affinity Designer is that it gives us complete freedom from clicking back and forth between Illustrator and Photoshop. It can edit vector and raster graphics both. Let's have a quick view of the differences now. Affinity Designer gives access to the history panel. It means every change that we make in our design, like selecting, grouping, ungrouping, moving an object, changing its color, or deleting an object, are being recorded in a sequence of steps. And to go to a previous step, just click on the desired step and make it active. It has undo levels of over 8000 times and Illustrator has undo levels of only 200 times. Affinity Designer helps to apply the color very quickly and efficiently and its different shades and ranges with a real-time color preview. Whereas in Illustrator there is no real-time color preview and we can see the final color only after it is being applied. In Adobe Illustrator, if we want to copy the color of one object into the another object with the help of eyedropper tool, then it copies all its properties. But if we want to copy the color of one object into another in Affinity Designer, then it strictly copies the color only. And if we want to copy the object properties, then we need to go to the Styles panel, create a style, and apply it on the desired object. Affinity Designer can extract the color from the document and can make a separate color palette. It can also extract the color from any image. Select the image, number of desired colors that you think, alright. Document, and see, it has created a new separate color palette from the image. Applying gradient in Adobe Illustrator is very time consuming. You need to go to the gradient panel, click to activate it, then pick any of the color stop, choose the desired color, or go here and drag the slider to activate the color that you want. Whereas in Affinity Designer, simply drag the gradient tool, drag it over the object and get your desired color. Now choose any of the color stop and make any of the color selection. Choose any of the shades and ranges of the color. The most beautiful thing about Affinity Designer is that it gives you a real-time gradient preview. See, giving you a real-time gradient preview. What we are doing, we can see here. Affinity Designer offers also a real-time blending mode. Means we can choose any of the blending mode. See, the difference is we can see. So it is also giving us a real-time blending mode preview. Whereas in Adobe Illustrator we do not have any real-time blending mode preview. We need to choose the blending modes one by one to see its final result. To apply transparency effect in the Adobe Illustrator, we need to create an opacity mask. But in Adobe Illustrator, simply choose the transparency tool, drag it over the object, and the most beautiful thing is that it gives us a real-time transparency preview. Affinity Designer automatically updates the exported file. This is the file that I have exported earlier. Now if I make any of the difference in its gradient, it's being updated automatically. See, in Affinity Designer, if we switch to the pixel persona, we can add the pixel shading, and pixel masking, or we can add the raster brushes texture to our illustration. Affinity Designer helps to crop the image or remove its background beautifully without the help of the Photoshop. Just simply grab your crop tool and try to crop the image, or go to the pixel persona to remove its background. Get your selection tool, select the image and remove its background. Affinity Designer provides us with all the adjustment layers that are required to edit an image. It gives us hue saturation layer to adjust the colors, to adjust the saturation. It gives us the black and white adjustment layer to make our image black and white. It gives us the curves layer to adjust the brightness and contrast of the image. It means it gives us with all those adjustment layers that are required to edit our image beautifully. Affinity Designer helps to change the color of an entire design or an individual object with the help of the adjustment layers. We can choose the HSL layer and make the changes in the color. Now here the color of an individual object is changed. If we want to change the color of an entire design, see, the entire design color has been changed. In Affinity Designer, we can simply and easily make a responsive web design, copy the content, scale it down, and make the necessary adjustments. Here is our responsive web design. Affinity Designer scales the content automatically when the document or the artboard is resized. Whereas in Adobe Illustrator, when the document is resized, the content has to be scaled manually. In Affinity Designer, we can choose or create an artboard of any size. Let's say I make it 200 inches. It's done. Make 300. It has been accepted. 500. So we can create the artboard of any size. Whereas in Adobe Illustrator, we cannot make the artboard more than 227.54 inches. Let us see. I entered the value 300 and it's showing 227.54. I again try to enter 300, but it's showing the value of 227.54, which means that we cannot go more than 227.54 inches in the Adobe Illustrator. Affinity Designer has a powerful zoom feature which can zoom up to the 1 million plus % zoom. If you are using Illustrator, you know that it cannot zoom up to more than the 6400%, but it can zoom more than 1 million plus % zoom. You can see it. We keep on zooming the images which were not visible before. Now we can see all of them. See. The images are very much visible now and we can edit them also. Finally, the choice depends on our work needs. If we want to make illustrations and real vector drawings, then choose Illustrator. But if we want to combine vector and pixel artwork in a smooth workflow, then choose Affinity Designer.